Aleman.
Okay, well, as you know, my name is Mr. Aleman, but maybe you don't know so many things about me. So I'm a pre-service teacher. My goal is to become a full-time teacher in public schools. I'm an ESOL teacher. I can work from K through 12. So it could be primary school, elementary school, also with you, middle school, and high school too. I want to know something about you, so I want to do a very nice activity with you first. I'm going to give you a piece of paper, and you're going to write your name in the middle, and then you're going to write your favorite book on this side here, and you're going to write here your favorite holiday or vacation activity, and you're going to write here your favorite season of the year. And here, if you want, it's not mandatory, you're going to write a secret, one of your secrets, something that you think is. If you want to keep it secret, you keep it secret. You write nothing there, right? You understand? Okay, very quick, I'm going to give you, how many minutes do you need? 5?
5.
Or 3? You just write a word. You don't have to write. 1 minute? Good. Thank you. Good. That's good.
Thank you.
Yep. So remember, so nobody can see what you're writing. And we're going to do something. Okay, you pass. Your name in the middle. So favorite book, favorite vacation activity. Right here. Favorite book, favorite vacation activity, favorite season of the year, and a secret if you want. It's not necessary.
Fall.
Winter, fall, spring. We're done, right? Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pick one paper. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you what is written on the paper, and you're gonna try to guess who is the person, right? Let me see if you know each other very well. Don't want anybody to see. Okay. This student loves vacation, summer, and so the activity that he likes is vacation. She or he likes is vacation. So, and season, summer and winter. And he loves the book Maniac, right? Who's that? Diego. Diego? Is that? No, it's not Diego. Who is? 1, 2.
Gustavo.
Yes, you're right. It's Gustavo. Oh my God. How do you know Gustavo? You?
Because he goes to my class.
Oh, okay. Let's pick another one. Let's see. Okay, here. Well, this person's favorite book is It's Girl's Best Friend. And favorite vacation is going to the beach, spending time with friends and family. That's nice. And the season of the year, summer. Who's that? Gabriela?
Gabriela.
Yeah, she's Gabriela. Oh my God, you know your friends. That's very good. Let's pick another one. So, the book is The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and summer is the season of the year, and going to the beach and have fun with friends is the activity. Yes? Yes! Okay. Oh my God. Oh, so I can see that you see and you know your friends, right? Very well. Okay, why do you pick summer? By any chance?
It's hot.
It's hot and
We don't go to school.
you don't go to school.
Yeah,
Oh my
serious.
God. Maybe some of you have to go to summer school. No summer school, right? Okay, good. We do this because I wanted to to see if you know each other, and as you are going to do an activity with me today, so you feel more comfortable, and I think it's a good way to ice break the class today. So you will be reading today. You will be reading a story, right? And before you read the story, I want to show you a picture that is kind of what? What do you see in the picture? Let's see up here.
Rain.
Raining, what else?
The weather.
Snow. Oh, if you summarize, it's the weather, right? So these are different ways of ways to tell the weather in English, right? So this one is sunny, and this is the one that you prefer, I think,
Yeah.
because of the summer, and snow for those who like the winter. And then we have rain, maybe, oh, this is
Storm.
a storm, right? Stormy weather. Okay, now I'm gonna show you another picture. What do you see in this picture? A native, yeah. Good.
I'm Native American.
Oh, okay, yes, good.
African American.
African American or Native American?
Native.
Ah, okay, and now, think, what relation do you think exists between this native and the weather?
Sun.
Hmm?
The sun.
The sun, why the sun?
Uh,
Is there any connection with
The place.
the what?
The place.
Place? Okay, could be the place, yes. Any other connection that you can see? By the way, I'm gonna ask you, how do you know about the weather every day?
you can see it outside.
Ah, looking outside like
On the news.
on the news, TV maybe, or radio? Yes. And do you use maybe your neighbor or your classmate also?
Phone.
Yeah.
Okay, these are different ways that people know about the weather. Okay, and do you believe in that? Do you believe in weather predictions? And
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, and what happens, for example, when you're watching TV and they predicted a beautiful day, and then you say, oh my God, I'm going to the beach. And suddenly, it's all the opposite. What's the problem? How do you feel when that happens? You have a barbecue in your house, right? With your friends and family, and suddenly we have a storm, summer storm. Usually in summer that happens a lot, right? Okay, well, today you're gonna see a little bit what is the relationship between this picture, and then you can make connections. So today, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna read the story, and I'm gonna give you the story to you right away. And I'm gonna read it for you.
Oh.
We're gonna practice kind of fluency, and we're gonna practice also comprehension. Don't read the story yet. It's a surprise. So,
Thank you.
then you're gonna work in teams. You are. Okay, you are. You can write your name because it's for you, not for me. You're gonna keep it. You're gonna keep it as a souvenir.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, here we are. Okay, now, yeah, I'm gonna read the story for you. Pay attention. Then we're gonna work with the story a little bit, and you're gonna do complete a worksheet. And I'm gonna give you now the my expectations with the exercise, and also the goals that you will accomplish. You ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Two men were traveling in a very wild and lonely part of America. For days, they had not even seen a house, only a few huts made of wood or tents made of skins. Then, one day, they met an old Indian who earned his living by trapping animals for their fur. They found that he knew their language, and they had a little conversation with him. One of them asked him if he could tell them what the weather would be like within the next few days. So now, let's stop here, and I want to ask you, what is the main idea of this paragraph? What do you think? What is the main idea? Yes.
The weather, like to ask.
the weather, any other main idea that you think is?
They find this guy that he lived with, like, eating the animals and getting the food.
Good. So in this first paragraph, the characters are presented, right? So you have then, how many characters there?
3.
3 characters, right? Who are they? Who wants to? Somebody else? You?
2 men that were traveling.
2 men, right? And who else? And all Indian, right? Good. And where were they? Where? Let's see.
Part of America?
Yeah, but how can you describe that part of America? What adjectives that you can use to describe? There is an adjective there that maybe is, lonely, yes, and wild, right? What is the meaning of lonely? What is lonely? Gabriela?
Like not much,
Uh-huh.
just one.
Okay. Any other possibility? Yes.
There are not too
Jesus,
many
right?
people. Yeah, there are not too many people around. Like, there's
Exactly. It's like an isolated place, right? Okay. Any other comment or how about wild? Yes.
There's a lot of animals wild, not used to persons.
Okay, that could be, yeah. What else?
They're not in a house.
Exactly. So they have here details that you can find that they tell you describe the place where they were traveling, right? So what houses between quotation marks they saw?
Hut.
Huts, right? Do you remember huts in another context? What is a hut? Maybe when you're hungry, you go to
Pizza.
Pizza Hut. That's it. That is the same word. Okay, you know that this native they used to live in this kind of places, right? So tents, also huts, right? And what do you know about the old Indian now? Besides old, right? There is another thing there that tells you more about the Indian. What else? Okay, good. So he trap animals. Trap, remember, catch animals, right? Okay, this is a way to live for him, right? Okay, good. Any other thing? Exactly, that's very important. Oh my God, you deserve something. I have something for you here. This is very good, right? This is important, right? So this is the key in this case of this paragraph, that they found that the old Indian spoke English, right? So they had a little conversation with him. Any other thing that you consider is very interesting here? Gabriel?
He can predict the weather.
Exactly. That's what the man says, right? One of the men said, oh my God, these people, how the weather would be like. You know that when you are outside, maybe, I don't know why people usually try to predict how the weather will be, right? It's a normal that every morning you say, oh my God. So, but in this case, the Indian maybe could tell what the weather will be. So now let's continue with the second paragraph. Now we have a dialogue, right? Said, oh yes, he said, rain is coming on wind. Then there will be snow for 2 days. But after there will be bright sunshine. So according to the Indian, how would be the weather like? Let's see, somebody else? Anyone who hasn't participated? Maybe my juniors, no? It's easy. So, yes,
It wouldn't be like bad weather and
okay, so the Indian described,
all the weather.
yes, perfectly well. Okay, how would be the weather, for example, tonight. Let's suppose that is during the day, they have a it's during the day conversation. Said, isn't that wonderful? Said one man to his friend. These old Indians know more of the secrets of nature than we do with all our science. They have not been spoiled by civilization. Then he turned to the old Indian. Tell me, he said, how you knew all that? The Indian replied, I heard it on the radio. So what's the problem here? What is the climate?
That he doesn't really predict the climate.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Do you think the India is, as you said, he couldn't predict the weather, but is the Indian, what is the Indian doing with the old two men?
He tricked them.
Yeah, could be, that's a possibility, right? Okay. Okay, very good. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna divide the class into teams, into groups, and I'm gonna give you a worksheet to work on the story, very easy, and then we're gonna practice fluency. Yeah, I need you that maybe practice the part of the conversation as you were acting the story. And then we're going to check all the questions that I have for you here. And let's see, I'm gonna work. I have, how many people do I have here? Your practice. Okay, I'm gonna begin with team number 1. Hey. So, narrator, one of the men, and the Indian, right? Remember the intonation. 1, 2, 3, go!
Some people were traveling in a very well-known part of America. For days they had not even seen how a car
Two men were.
Julia had made a wooden stick. Then one day they met an old Indian.
Two men were traveling in a very well king. Then one day they met an old Indian who earned his living by dropping animals for their food. They found that he knew their language.
Say one man to his friend.
And spoiled is, for example, maybe your grandmother or grandparents, they spoil you. Say, oh, you are my baby, and then you're spoiled. But in this case, it's to affect in a very bad way something. So that's spoiled. Maybe also fruits. You know fruit? You like fruits? But if you buy many bananas, for example, they get spoiled. The days go by, and then they become very black with a lot of things that you can eat, and then you have to throw them. The characters, men and yeah, 8 characters there. Okay, ready? Who is the narrator here? Gabrielita is the narrator. And who is the Indian? Jesucito is the Indian. The man. Ow! Okay, so she's your friend. You're telling her the story. 1, 2, 3, go!
Two men were traveling in a very wild and lonely part of America. For days they had not even
Después yo digo, oye, a house only a few was made of wood or turns made of skin.
The narrator, the Indian, and the 2 men, right? Okay. Narrator. Come. Let's see. You? Okay. Let's see. You're gonna be who? Narrator. The narrator. Okay. Yeah.
Loner part of America. For days they have not even seen a house. Only a few homes made of wood or tents made of skin. He called to tell him what they were, whether will be like them the next.
Wait. Yeah. There will be snow for 2 days. But after 3, will be brightness, sunshine.
Isn't that one?
Say one
The cities of nature that were built on our side. They had not been explored by civilization.
Write this story for you.
Oh, why?
Yeah, what is the purpose?
To entertain us.
Huh?
Entertain us.
Yes, that's right. So
There.
what was your reaction when you finished the story and
Laughing.
Ah, exactly, right? So you had a good time reading the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, the first exercise, the characters. Yes.
2 men and old Indian.
Okay, good. 2 men and an old Indian, right? Okay, that's good. Any other idea? No? Okay. Okay, your name is?
Michael,
Mark? Mark? Okay, Mark.
part of America and went in the past.
In the past, that's perfect, right, yeah. So some time ago, right? Okay, that's good. And in a lonely and wild part of America. Okay, good. And you answered that question, the author's purpose or point of view in
This
this.
third person of point of view.
Exactly, he's the third person. He's a person narrating the story. Okay. And can you suggest a title for the story?
Yes.
Yes.
2 men were tricked by an Indian.
2 men?
Were tricked by an Indian.
2 men, yeah, okay. Yes.
The Indian.
The tricking. I like that one. Any other one?
The old Indian.
Any other? Yes.
The old Indian.
The old Indian? Okay, good. You know, this one more or less is, I'm gonna tell you which is the real name of the story.
I can help.
Ah,
The 2 men and the old Indian.
the 2
Man and old Indian.
and only Indian. Okay, you're taking the characters as the title of the story. Okay, that's nice. Any other? Know the real story. I heard it on the radio, but now I want a different ending of the story.
That they have a form to know the weather.
Mm-hmm. But suppose that you are the Indian, then you
Yeah.
reply. The Indian replied.
He would better know the future.
Oh, I can predict the future. That is a good one, right? Because many people think that old Indians, even in Cuba, maybe in Mexico too, there are old people that they look at the sky and say, oh my God, it's going to rain very soon. And it rains. There are signals sometimes that people, they actually can predict, they entertain the audience, to entertain people, right? And sometimes stories are short, but they are good to entertain, so you laugh sometimes. Oh, I want to ask you another question. This is very smart. How do you think the 2 men reacted when the Indian said, I heard it on the radio? Because the story finished. But if you are going to write a second part, you know that second part, maybe Harry Potter has second, third, fourth part, but maybe this story. Let's see, you raise your hand first.
They start to laugh.
Ah, start to laugh. That's good. Yes.
They'll be disappointed because they thought you knew that you tricked.
Good. So you see 2 different point of view, 2 opposite point of view. So one student, he thinks that they laughed, and the other one's like, oh. That's, yeah, it could be. There are different kinds of reactions and interpretations. That's good. Very good. So, anything else?
You did good.
No?
You did good.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So what do you learn today
Much.
in the story? What do you learn? Do I have time?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That
What do you
there-
learn?
That there isn't magic.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you understand the story?
There
Right?
are no predictions.
Yeah.
That the- And the Indians depended on trapping animals for food.
Okay, yeah. This is their way of living, the way they make, their living. That's good. Okay. Well, that's all. I have a surprise for you. For all of you.
like this one.
You did very well.
Thank you,
I'm
Mr.
very happy. What color did you get? Oh, wait, because I have a present for Claudia,
Yes, sir.
for helping me for the other day with the test. Pink? Green. This is my favorite color.